Today, I want to share with you some common missteps that can cost you thousands of dollars while selling your house yourself. Paying to play against yourself. It sounds enticing, list your house on the MLS for just $500 or $1,000 and get huge savings. You're paying big dollars up front to get your home in the Northwest MLS instead of paying nothing until you close. There are lockbox fees, sign fees, photo fees, and a host of other paper cut charges that can eventually add up. On top of that, you just gave away a large chunk of the savings to the buyer's agent commission that you wanted to save by not working with an agent. The kicker here, when a buyer, trust us, they have one, brings their agent and sees your house listing, they'll know they're essentially working with a for sale by owner. They know they can write a lower offer that gets their client the best possible deal, essentially putting all the commission in their buyer's pocket. The irony is you just hired a professional to negotiate against you. Let's explore some of the strategies so you can deal with them. Be firm, professional, and understand that every verbal and nonverbal nuance is a part of the negotiation. I recommend that if there's more than one person selling, that just one be the designated point person for all contact with the buyer and their agent. They will compare notes as soon as they leave. There are also 2 to 4 negotiations that will take place as well. The first is the initial offer, what most people consider the sale. The vast majority will have 2 to 4 offers and counter offers. Buyers and sellers just want to get things wrapped up and they don't have the stamina. The second is going to be the inspection negotiation. This is always a deduction from the seller's side. It never goes the other way. This is the second bite at the apple for the buyer's agent. They know that there are no other buyers competing with them. They know you've mentally committed to the sale and likely told several people, I sold my house. Well, that agent, a savvy agent, can leverage that principle of consistency to get major concessions. It's a psychological principle that people will go to great lengths to remain consistent with their commitments. You thought and said your house was sold, so your negotiation position is now really weak. If you want to go and dig into that further, I recommend a book called Influence, The Psychology of Persuasion. Third negotiation sometimes happens and sometimes not. Here the lender or the lender's appraiser brings up an objection to price, condition, or something else, and everybody looks to the seller automatically to capitulate. I don't get it. It's the buyer's lender. The buyer should pay, but that's not the way it works. There goes a little more equity. The fourth typically will occur as a part of a title issue. These can come up throughout the transaction, but they're less common. The typical buyer just doesn't have the stamina to go through multiple rounds of negotiations, but an experienced agent thrives on it. So take an honest look at what the costs are actually going to be and put them in a side-by-side comparison and understand on average that an experienced agent will come out a little in a head-to-head negotiation with you. I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just saying, pointing out the probability. Then though, figure out your time, the hassle, and the stress and decide if it's right for you. Over 5% of home sales are completed with a for sale by owner. Most of those have an agent representing the buyer. Those that end up with more in their pockets will be a subset of that. If you go ahead, stick to your guns. If you're in Washington, we can produce an estimated net cost sheet for you. You can use that as a basis for your comparison. Just click on the link below to book a few minutes to go over your particulars so we can produce it. We respond quickly to calls and text messages as well. I hope you found this information helpful and look forward to hearing from you soon.